Hi guys, so for today I thought I'm going to be just doing an update report on how I'm doing so far in terms of my atelier style training at home. Last month I did a video talking about my sources and how I'm going to proceed about going through the classical training on my own. So today it's just going to be an update, like I said, talking about the progress I've done and also the setbacks, because I'm also going to talk about what failed basically. And I do want to say, I know this type of training is not for everyone, but right now this is the path I want to take because I want to focus right now on becoming more of a realist painter. Although I love abstract expressionism as well, like works by de Kooning and Pollock. But like I said, this is the path I want to take right now because I want to focus more on a more naturalistic style of artwork. So I know it's not for everyone, but in case you're interested, that's what I'm going to be talking about and show you guys what I've done. And if you're interested, just keep watching. So I'm going to be talking first about the drawings and then the painting section at the end. Okay, thanks. So these are the bark drawings I've done so far. The first video I did introducing the atelier training at home. These are the 4 drawings I've done so far to date at that point. So right there. And since then, the ones at the bottom are the ones I've done. So right there. So each one of them takes me about a few days to do, depending on how easy it is, I guess. Like this one is a bit more simple, so that one took a few days, and the other ones, like this one, took a bit longer. Overall, I'm okay with how they turned out, but I know I still have to improve a lot on my line quality and edge quality, because like for example something like this, I think this should be a lot lighter than what it is. Like honestly, it's hard to stop working on them because I feel like you can always just keep on improving this drawing. So but they do get a bit like they take a lot. I find doing these things because you really have to be accurate, so sometimes it can get a bit frustrating, especially when you've been working on it for a few hours and you're still not getting the result that you want. So like I would just let them go and move on to the next drawing. That's what I've been doing. But I find it is getting a bit easier as I draw more of these plates. And so yeah, so right now this is the one I'm working on. And okay, that's about it. So now we're gonna go into paintings. On the first video, these are the paintings that I ended up showing that I've done by that point, which is this one here, just a Grisaille using raw umber, ivory black, I believe, and or maybe it's slant black and titanium white, I think. And then after that was this one, which you guys have already seen as well if you saw my first video. So what I ended up doing after that is just a basic sphere, just using ivory black and titanium white again. So just to study more of the values, and so just something really basic. And then after that, I will show an excerpt of me working on that. It just, sorry, I'll have something for you guys to look at while I'm talking about it. It just didn't work out because when I first started working on that, I don't know if you'll see on the video, I hope I can insert it before this, but I ended up, after I did the background, I ended up working on the still life right away, going into details right away without really planning the the shadows and the light first. So I just got so detailed right away. I ended up hating it. It never went past the ugly face. So I just wiped it out, and that was really, that was disheartening, just because it was such a simple still life, and I just couldn't nail it for some reason. So what I ended up doing after that is I thought I'd take a break from a still life and just ended up doing a master copy of Wilhelm Hammershøi artwork. So this is what I ended up doing, and this is just using raw umber and titanium white. The titanium white ended up being just this part right here for the table and the shadow on the table, but the rest is just raw umber, and I use just wiped out the lighter part with a rag and a turpentine, OMS, and this was original. So I think I hopefully could insert again like a short snippets of me working on it, but this was original, and this is what I ended up working, which I ended up really loving. Wilhelm Hammershøi is one of my favorite artists, so this was something I really enjoyed doing. So yeah, so what I ended up doing here first too is I ended up printing it out first in black and white so I can really see the values, and then I printed out the sepia toned version, and then so this is the final work. And then after that I ended up doing another still life, and it's this one right here. So this one is just using again raw umber, ivory black, and titanium white. So just like a small jar with onion and garlic. Again, like what you're gonna see right now is just basically all very monochromatic Grisaille work, because that's what I really just want to focus on. And basically these exercises are from the book of Juliette Aristides, Lessons in Classical Painting. That's such a great book because her exercises there, especially for the monochromatic, it's very clear, so it's very easy to follow. And I really want to do the Grisaille stage for a while until I can really nail my values. So yeah, and that's it. And this is another one, another still life, and this one is just really pure umber. I didn't even bother with the white, so it's a lot of just wiping out the lighter areas with turpentine. And I don't know if I did a video on this, but if I did, I'll insert it around here somewhere. So yeah, so again, it's just a wine bottle with onion and garlic. So I ended up using the onion and garlic again. So it's just almost very abstract in a way, but like I said, it's just more the values that I'm trying to nail. So yeah. So this is the latest one I'm working on, another still life, with just a vase there with a fake flower, and I just did like the basic wash and just sketching the shape basically. So this is gonna be another Grisaille. And another reason that I've fallen in love with Grisaille painting is because this book, this is Aristides book I was talking about, and here there's a work by what's his name? Oh my gosh, Eugene Carrière. And I just kind of fell in love with his work as well, because his work is it looks like he just really used like really basic earth tones, and looks like even just a burnt and raw umber, I think. And there's another one here if I can find it. Anyways, the paintings, the samples in this book are just great. So that's another, this is a poster study, I believe. And this one here is another one by Carrière. So I've really fallen in love with this kind of style of painting, which is why I've been doing a lot of Grisaille. So anyways, in terms of what I'm gonna be doing moving on, after this maybe I'll try to work on a limited palette using the Zorn palette, which is ivory black, vermilion, yellow ochre, and titanium white. And I also just got this plaster cast, so I'm gonna be using that future work. I don't know if it's gonna be more with the monochromatic, or maybe I'll start using the limited palette with this one. It's just a 12 inches plaster cast I got from Amazon. So I do want to say something that I learned as well for using the monochromatic, especially if you're interested in just using raw umber. For this one here, I'll show this study that I did of Wilhelm Hammerscheu's work. Because I used titanium white and raw umber, the shadow ended up being really cool, which is okay, I guess, because it is just a master copy. It's not an original work. But for future work, what I learned from this book is that if I really want to keep everything warm, I would just use yellow or yellow ochre to lighten the raw umber, so that it doesn't get too cool and almost chalky, which is not really a good look. Anyways, all right guys, that's it. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, thanks for watching. Bye guys.